Hello,
I
how are
can
you
hear.
doing?
I just wake up the 20 minutes ago
Oh
because
my,
the Alejandro he let me know about the times 11 o'clock in the morning, the Saturday, but this time is 9 o'clock Saturday. Yeah, but I'm okay. I drink a
oh,
coffee from
oh my
Costa
God.
Rica.
Is it? Is it really from Costa Rica?
Yeah,
Wow.
I like Costa Rican coffee.
It is good, yes. So you are
Ah,
currently in Korea.
yes, I live in Ulsan City in Korea. Yeah, it's very
Mm,
southeast in Korea.
wow,
Now it's very
good.
cold. Yeah, -3. Yeah, today is
Minus,
morning.
oh my, wow, wow. Well, Yoon Hun, well, it is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Elizabeth Naranjo. I am a singer and a songwriter as well.
Hmm.
Ali told me that I was going to talk to you for this very special festival that we're having. So we're so glad to have you here. Nice
Hmm.
meeting
Me
you.
too. Thank you for inviting. Yeah.
So, could you please tell us a little bit about what you do? What is your relation with music? Ali told me that you are in charge of the Seoul Music Week. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay. I introduce myself and about my events. Sometimes some people, uh, they understand or they used to have a mistake when they pronunciation of my event. A couple of minutes, couple of not minutes, the count seconds ago, you pronunciate about my event is a Seoul Music Week, but sometimes people pronounce Seoul Music Week. I think that this is not bad, but you know mm, about my country, the Korea. The where is my the which is the capital city of the Korea? You know?
I would say Seoul or
Yeah,
Seoul.
yeah. Seoul is the capital city in Korea. Seoul
Mhm,
Music
mhm.
is a international showcase festival. Um, every year, normally we used to have Seoul Music Week at the middle of May, but this year, uh, I can guess the event the postponed or canceled. Of course, my Seoul Music Week be held the October of this year. This year,
Mm.
the five edition we started 2016 is a um, normally Seoul Music Week. We have a showcase and conference and spirit meeting and the mentoring session and the after
Good.
party. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Last year and 2 years ago, we have a almost the 50 or 60 showcase and half and half.
Wow.
And
Wow.
50% is international, 50% is Korean showcase. The music
Mm-hmm.
genre is normally jazz and world music and contemporary and indie pop and rock and electro, sometimes hip
Mm-hmm.
hop. And uh, we have 30 around the international delegate and the
Mm-hmm.
100 the Korean the professional delegate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and the second, I would like to introduce my jazz festival, the Ulsan Jazz Festival.
Ulsan.
Ulsan is my city that you can find easy by Google. Ulsan is the most important. industrial city in Korea.
Okay.
Population is 1.1 million. Is and you know the Hyundai Motors. Yeah,
No, no, I don't know that the brand.
the Hyundai and Kia is as I know the
Ah, Kia, I
co-op.
know. Kia, I
Yeah,
know. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
Kia and Hyundai is the same company.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes, 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 yes.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hyundai
Well,
Motors
in
is mainly is a this company started Hyundai Motors,
mm,
and 20 years ago, probably the Hyundai Motors, they
wow.
bought the Kia Motors anyway. My
Mm-hmm.
city is a representative car and ship industry or factory in Korea because Hyundai Motors and Hyundai Heavy Industry located in my city and also Samsung mobile phone.
Absolutely, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Very
this
industrial
company.
city.
Yeah, and also my city have a very beautiful ocean and high mountain and big river. Anyway, my Ulsan Jazz Festival this year 20 anniversary.
Oh
Normally,
my.
yeah, we used to held on the end of July, but this year postponed, and we held at October also. Anyway, and
October as
until
well.
yeah, but from next year, 2021, Seoul Music Week will be held in the beginning of October, and also my Ulsan Jazz Festival will be held at the end of the July or middle of August. Normally, my jazz festival would used to held the summer. Yeah, and also I was a professor in university. I used to teaching the cinema directing and cinema film theory. Yeah, this meaning is film and cinema. You know, the movie is the same meaning. And the last my job is I'd organize an international non-profit organization about music. I organize a GLOMNet. GLOMNet
Net, yes,
meaning
I
is a
saw
global
that.
music market network. We
Mm-hmm.
organize 2017 when during the WOMEX and the Santiago WOMEX, Santiago Compostela in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
The After the 2007, we had some meeting, the WOMEX and the Visa for Music in Morocco and the
Mm-hmm.
Circulat in Colombia, in Medellin.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
Seoul Music Week, we have 22 members and 20 countries from all of the world. Is a GLOMNET members is normally the International Showcase Festival, or we can call the music market, or small music expo, or local music expo or music market. The if the Costa Rica if the Costa Rica have a or will be held in the music market or international showcase festival, and you can become our member. It's like this. That's why the GLOMNet, we organize the GLOMNet. We want to share our information, and also we can share our artists between the members and interactive, and also we used to make the collaboration work. For example, the Korean artist with the Moroccan artist, and also not only just the Korean artist with the overseas countries artist. Between the members, we can make the collaborated work, and also the exchange the artist. Yeah, this is the main goal of the GLOMNet.
Absolutely, yes. I was actually checking out the webpage for GlumNet, and I saw
Mhm,
that there is a lot of collaboration, right?
mhm,
And actually, we have, well, most of our audience are Spanish speakers, so I'm going to take some time to just tell them a little bit of everything that you just told us. I was taking notes. So, básicamente, bueno, queremos darle la bienvenida a todas las personas que se están uniendo a esta transmisión. Ahorita estamos hablando con justamente este invitado que ahorita está en Corea y que justamente nos estaba comentando todas las iniciativas que él tiene, los festivales que él ha dirigido. Jung Hoon Lee justamente tiene, bueno, pues varios festivales, tiene el Festival de Música de Seúl, también tiene un festival de jazz en Ulsan, que es la ciudad de donde él es una ciudad bastante industrial, de hecho ahí las marcas de automóviles Kia y Hyundai, inclusive Samsung, fueron formadas, ¿verdad? Y tienen sus fábricas. Y un poquitito ya hablando más sobre los festivales que él tiene, nos estaba contando que por el coronavirus y todo tuvieron que posponer los festivales para llevarlos a cabo en los meses de octubre para el Festival de Música de Seúl y que igual pudieron llevarlos a cabo, ¿verdad? Nos estaba hablando un poquitito que el Festival de Música de Seúl tiene showcases, entre 50 y 60 showcases completamente internacionales, tienen sesiones de mentoring. Las sesiones de mentoring son justamente poder tener sus diálogos con personas de la industria y con artistas emergentes y también, bueno, pues tienen definitivamente un gran rango de géneros, ¿verdad? El rock, pop, retro y contemporary, ¿verdad? Que llamamos. ¿Qué más les puedo contar? Justamente él también tiene esta iniciativa del GlumNet y el GlumNet busca la colaboración entre diversos mercados de la música. Y yo estaba comentándole que estuve viendo el webpage y de hecho hay muchísimos miembros de muchos países, desde Marruecos hasta miembros de Colombia. Y él nos estaba comentando que en el 2007 fue fundado justamente en la ciudad de Santiago de Compostela. Por acá, okay, here we have some questions that I want to ask you, more specifically about the contact you've had with Latin American artists. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience, bringing Latin American
mhm.
artists to your festivals? Because we're very, very far away, but it is wonderful that people like you are making all these connections
Mhm.
among us. So tell us a little bit about that experience.
Hmm. Your Espanol is perfecto. Thank you for your translation. Yeah. I think from Latin America to Korea is not far away because the 15 years I used to went to the many countries and at every year. Normally 10 around the time I went to um, the foreign country for my business or my musical travel. So I have an experience of my this job is 16 or 17 years for the international the relationship. Yes, I used to invite many artists from the Latin America. Unfortunately, I didn't invite the Costa Rican artist or didn't participated in my event during the last 15 or 16 years. Okay, I would like to say some things. This is the not negative the perspective or negative the point of view
Okay, okay.
when I invite the Latin American artist or the Latin American artist when they come to Korea. That this is very normal things. When the artists who live in Latin America, when they come to Korea, the first thing is uh, the travel. Yeah, but
Yeah.
not too not too far away. The many many option when from the Latin America to Korea. The first option is the I would like to say that the travel the route. For example, from the Costa Rica to Korea is of course not of this year. The before the the
Before
COVID-19,
the chaos.
the before the pandemic. From
Mhm.
Costa Rica to Korea, this first one is a very easy way. San Jose to Mexico City, and
Mhm.
Mexico City to Seoul Incheon Airport is
Mm.
the direct flight, the Mexican
Mhm.
Air and Korean Air. Or
Mhm.
the another things is the transport to the European countries. Yeah, probably your country have many flight to the Madrid or the Charles de Gaulle in France, the Paris or
Yeah.
Frankfurt,
Mhm.
and Korea is mm, not too far away, but because most of the far flight from Korea to overseas countries, one of the most far uh, flight is from Korea to New York. Is a 14. It takes 14 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but from Seoul Incheon Airport, Korea to the European country is not far away. To Helsinki and Frankfurt and the Paris is 11 hours or 12 hours. We have a many direct flight from Korea to the European countries to Madrid and Lisbon is and it's very easy. But and also you don't need the visa. Yeah, is
Oh,
a
that is good. Yeah.
yeah
So we
because
don't need.
yeah. Uh, and also, the visa is the very interactive the system. And also, in my experience, by my experience, the almost the artists from the Latin America, when they play my Seoul Music Week, and they had another chance. For example, they used to play in Japan, some band they used to play in China because in Korea, China, and Japan is very close. We are
Very
neighborhood
close.
country. Yeah, in
Mm-hmm.
Taiwan is also.
Mm-hmm.
From Seoul to Tokyo, it takes um, almost 2 hours. From Seoul to Beijing is almost 2 hours. But
Mm-hmm.
and Korea to Taiwan is 2 hours. Yeah. Is a very easy and very cheap. The flight cost is
Mm-hmm.
very cheap. Yeah, and of course, when we go to the China and we need a visa, but the foreign artist, to China is the almost country. When we go to the China, we need a visa, but Korea and Japan is a Taiwan is a yeah. I think they don't need a visa. Is also yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
mm, uh, yeah, almost artists from the Latin America they used to play uh, in Seoul Music Week, and also Seoul Music Week we have some the sister festival or venue in Korea. Uh, Before and after the Seoul Music Week, the international artists they used to play uh, not only Seoul Music Week but also our festival they used to play because Seoul Music Week had 3 days, the Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday, and our sister festival they located at a local city, but Korea is
Mm-hmm.
a not big country. For example, in the Seoul is the capital city and the largest city in Korea, but Busan is second largest city, very big harbor and port. But very south. From Seoul to Busan, it takes 1 hour by flight, and high-speed train is 2 hours 30 minutes. Only 40 kilometers. Our sister festival and venue, the Busan and Ulsan and the Daegu, is like this. It takes 1 hour or 2 hours or the 3 or 4 hours by the car. We used to share the international artist.
Yeah.
And until the last year, all the international artists, they used to play in the Seoul Music Week one showcase, and the maximum is 2 more concerts at our sister festival and venue. Yeah, during the weekend, and also after the Seoul Music Week, and they used to play in Tokyo, in Japan, and Osaka, and also some band they play in Beijing and Shanghai in China. Yeah, because we
Yes,
had
because
okay.
Okay, because as an independent artist, I'm thinking yes, we travel and we get the invitation to go to a certain festival, but you also want to take advantage of the travel of the trip, right? So what you're mentioning is really really interesting. The fact that you are also organized with other festivals, so that you can exchange international acts. That is so good. Yeah. And you were saying?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Please.
so okay, so I'm going to tell our audience a little bit of what you just said. Bueno, básicamente lo que yo le pregunté al inicio era cómo había sido la experiencia que él había tenido al inscribir o al invitar artistas latinoamericanos, y básicamente nos contaba que él ha estado viajando por Latinoamérica durante varios años y ha hecho relaciones estratégicas, ¿verdad? Para poder traer a los artistas aquí, bueno, allá a Corea justamente, y nos estaba explicando que es bastante fácil poder viajar hasta Corea. Nos estaba hablando inclusive que hay pues conexiones bastante fáciles desde San José, Costa Rica, México, de México a Seúl directamente, hay conexiones por Europa, y nos estaba explicando un poquitito, ¿verdad?, la cercanía que hay, que vemos que son países lejanos, pero que en realidad ahorita en estos momentos podemos llegar con facilidad. Además, nos estaba contando que no se necesita visa para poder tocar allá y para poder ir como artistas. Y nos estaba comentando que también el artista, al tocar en Seúl, en la Semana de la Música de Seúl, también puede presentar sus actos en otros festivales de la zona. ¿Por qué? Porque justamente, bueno, Corea, Japón, Taiwán, China son países que están muy, muy cerca, por lo cual es que hay oportunidades de que los artistas se muevan por esas zonas también. Además, nos estaba contando que el Festival de Música de Seúl también está aliado con Busan y, bueno, con otras ciudades como Busan y Ulsan, y justamente está esa oportunidad de poder intercambiar showcases internacionales, justamente. Okay, so and tell us, so you told us before that you haven't had the chance to bring any Costa Rican artists. For us Costa Rican artists, what is it that we need? What's something you're actually looking for in an artist to get the invitation to go to one of your festivals? Tell us.
Yeah, this is a very, I think, a very basic question, because this question is very the universal question to not only the Costa Rican artists, but also the other countries' artists, the Korean artists also. And the most important thing is, if I'm an artist and also I want to play in the overseas country, or I want to play for the more artists, uh, we they have to the artists have to make their material for the programmer. The first step is for the programmer, and the second step is the audience. I think if the Korean audience, long time ago, we have some specific musical taste. So, for example, like the R&B and the pop song, the American pop song, and the pop song from the UK, and the rock music, and also, but recently the Korean audience, they are very open. They have a very open mind to the music and another cultures, like the performance and the fine art is also. The most important thing is the artist should have their own musical identity. Is the audience is the recognize immediately. This artist music is the very the fusion, and also this music is very the copy. The copy, not a coffee. The copy is of course the many artists, they have some role model, or they want to be is like a is like kind of the big name artist or the mainstream genre. But the most important thing is the musician or artist, they have to their own the artistic identity or the musical identity. Many times, the long time ago, many times Korean audience, they just like, for example, when the artist from Latin America, the Korean audience just expected from artists from Argentina, they will play in tango. But of course, I invited the many the artists from the Argentina, but of course they used to play in the basically tango, because many Korean people, they like tango.
Yes.
It's like orthodox, not only also orthodox tango, but also the electro tango, like a Bao Fondo, the Gustavo
Bajo
Santaolalla.
Fondo, yeah.
But recently, artists from Colombia and artists from Chile and artists from the Brazil, the many people, like many Korean people audience, they used to expect artists from Rio de Janeiro, the Brazil, they will play in the bossa nova or
samba,
samba, or the artists from Bahia, they will play in the MPB. But the Brazil and the Latin America and the very huge continent, many countries that have Latin America. But each artist and musician, they have their own identity and musical taste. They used to play in the artists from, for example, Chile. They used to play in the electro cumbia, the band. You know that the cumbia music is normally the Colombia and the Caribbean area is many the cumbia band located, but this like Korea, we have some the reggae and ska the band. Is the funny thing is my foreign friend, really, the Korea have the reggae and ska band? Yes. But we have not too much, but recently some of the Korean reggae band, they mixed Korean traditional rhythm. We call the Korean reggae. They played a big festival like the Sierra Nevada World Music Festival in Boonville. The Boonville is very close from the San Francisco. This
Mhm.
festival is, as I know, very specialized for the reggae and ska music in all of the world.
Mhm.
The when they play this festival, they play with I forgot Damian Marley, the Bob Marley, the son, probably 6 or 7 years ago. This
Mhm.
year, the Damian Marley, he was a headliner of this festival. The Korean
Mhm.
band, the Korean band name is Windy City.
Okay.
When they play at this festival, any American audience, they didn't expect the Korean reggae, but after the concert, is really, really, I was really surprised because they played not just the normal reggae, they mixed the Korean traditional rhythm and the vocal style with the reggae. Yeah, it's like this. Mm, I think when the artist, when they want to play in the overseas countries, the first the step is that they have to the making their material well, like the video by YouTube or
Mhm.
I I'm a very analog man, but many artists they didn't making the CD, but I really like a CD and vinyl.
Mhm.
Anyway, artists would better they they have to prepare the video, the live video show by YouTube. The first
Okay.
thing. The second is when they making their material for the promotion
Mhm.
is they have to, for example, the Korean artist, they uh, they have to making the Korean Korean
Subtitles.
language and also subtitle and
Mhm.
the liner note of their city. They have to making the English or sometimes the Spanish.
Mhm.
And I think the web page is not important because we have various social media like Facebook and
Yes.
Instagram. The I think the before and after the pandemic is
Mhm.
YouTube is the important channel or important um,
To showcase the
yeah
music, to showcase the product.
yeah it's like this
Okay. Good, good, good. Básicamente lo que nos estaba comentando, bueno, yo le pregunté qué es lo que se necesita, qué es lo que él, como curador de estos festivales, considera importante que los artistas, ya sean de Costa Rica o de cualquier otra parte del mundo, deban tener justamente para poder ingresar en estos festivales. Y lo que nos estaba comentando es que le importa que tengan un material de calidad. Eso importa no solamente para entrar en un festival en Corea, sino en cualquier parte del mundo y que también, sobre todo, tengan una identidad muy, muy marcada. Eso es algo que le gusta muchísimo a la audiencia coreana, nos estaba comentando, la cual es una audiencia de mente muy abierta, realmente les gustan muchísimos géneros y vamos a ver, nos estaba comentando sobre la identidad fuerte que tiene que tener el artista y también nos estaba comentando que han llegado artistas de Colombia, de Chile, de Brasil, y que cada uno ha presentado su propia identidad, que ya antes, hace unos años, los coreanos creían que si eran una banda argentina, lo que iba a tocar era tango, ¿verdad? Pero ya están con la mente un poquitito más abierta y justamente ya, bueno, pues no solamente están esperando que los argentinos toquen tango, sino también otro tipo de género, porque también en Corea, justamente, nos estaba comentando, existen bandas de reggae inclusive, y que ahorita se está, ¿verdad?, creando como todo un subgénero como el reggae coreano, como un K-reggae, algo así, que también hay bandas de ska también, y, que, y que justamente nos está recomendando a nosotros los artistas tener muy buenos videos en YouTube. justamente a ellos les interesa muy montones ver videos de la banda o de la propuesta tocando en vivo, un show en vivo, para que ellos puedan accesar por medio de la plataforma de YouTube, la cual él considera que es muy importante en tiempos actuales, en tiempos antes de la pandemia, post pandemia. Siempre YouTube tiene un gran auge y es la manera en que ellos pueden observar el trabajo de los artistas. Dice que las páginas web, pues, no son tan importantes porque ahorita tenemos muchos otros medios de comunicación como lo son las redes sociales. Y bueno, también importante que aunque seamos artistas latinoamericanos y hablemos en español, siempre es bueno, ¿verdad?, que haya pues alguna traducción en el inglés para poder llegar a una audiencia aún mayor. So just to wrap up, just like a couple of final questions, I would like to know a little bit about the audience of your festival, of the Seoul Music Festival. What can you tell us about the audience of that festival specifically? What is their age range? What type of music they like? You were telling us previously that they are very open-minded, but still, what could we as Latin American artists expect when we go to Korea?
Okay, not Seoul Music Festival, Seoul Music Week. Yeah, sometimes
Seoul Music Week.
yeah, misunderstood
Yeah,
because
excuse me.
we have a very similar title, Seoul Jazz
Oh.
Festival and blah blah Seoul blah blah. And anyway, I would like to say that before your question, the one more thing, very shortly, is the artists have to using the YouTube, and also artists have to using the showcase festival, like international showcase festival, because if I would like to say this example, when the artist, when they have the concert in Glastonbury in the England, of course, the Glastonbury and Roskilde and Denmark is this like the huge and big name. The festival is very important to the artist and also very honorable to artists. But if the artist, when they play in the Glastonbury, this year I play in Glastonbury, they can make the profile of the website and the promotion, the program book, blah blah. But if they want to catch the more opportunity to the international, the overseas place, the concert and the concert hall venue and the festival, they would like to apply to international showcase festival. Yeah, and okay, I would like to say, I can tell you about my audience. Honestly,
Excuse me, I'm sorry for interrupting. So the idea that you were saying about artists that want to play in bigger festivals such as Glastonbury, and the example that you were saying is related to. I'm sorry, I just lost the train of thought in that part. Maybe can you repeat your last idea? You were saying that if.
Absolutely, I understand that almost artists, they want to play in the big name festival. Yeah, of course, this is important for their the biograph and their profile. But I think the artist who is not too famous, the artist from all over the world, I recommend they would like I recommend they to play the international showcase festival, like if they play the world music, I recommend Womex. If they play jazz, I recommend to the Jazz Ahead. Womex and Jazz Ahead is a worldwide music expo. Our world, we have the many the showcase festival. We call the music market also. As I know, the 40 more around the music showcase festival uh, in
Mhm.
our world. The artist would better uh, using would better the apply to this like the music market or showcase festival from all over the world because
Okay. Mhm.
this like in music market or the showcase festival it used to the participate in the professional people only like the programmer or the festival the director or artistic director they used to I used to pick up the artist, and also
Mhm.
we used to introduce to the more the many festival and the venue. This is the
Mhm.
most important thing for the artist. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Okay,
Okay.
good. I'm taking the notes and everything. All right. So, and
Our
the
audience
final
taste.
question about the audience, yeah?
Yeah, I told you already about the like a small example about that Korean audience is a uh, you know that our Korea and Korean society and our the cultural the basic the background is a dramatical the change the 20 years and the 15 years and 10 years. Korea is a very dynamic country about all things the industry and cultural and art.
Yes.
The long time ago, the Korean art audience they have some the prejudice that
Uh-huh.
they expected some things, but you know the for example the when I invited a Canadian artist, a specific the Canadian artist they live in the Quebec, you know the Quebec area is the French territory like this. They using the French. A long time
Mm-hmm.
ago, I when I invited a Canadian artist in Quebec they played an African music because the many African people or the sometimes African refugee they settled down in the Quebec and the state and the Canada they
Because of
played
the language.
yes they from Central Africa or the West Coast of Africa they played African music mixed the
Wow.
yeah the Canadian the country song or the it seems like a the country rock is a
Mm-hmm.
very interesting is a
Mm-hmm.
nowadays any very small Korean audience they just expected oh artists from Costa Rica they playing the salsa merengue cha 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 cumbia oh they from the Caribbean coast Caribbean area
Yeah.
this like audience is not too much. Now with
Mm-hmm.
Korean audience, we have a very open mind. The oh, artists from the Costa Rica. Oh, hmm. They we just expect they will the playing very happy music. It's like because of the yeah the Costa Rica is one of
Happiest countries
the
in the world.
yeah, the very the paradise, and they have a beautiful the beach and the beautiful the nature and the coffee and yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a many beautiful women like this. This is a little bit a kind of the prejudice about the country. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
this is not to this is like a joke, but we
Yeah.
have the good music is just a good music, and I don't care. I'm a director and also I'm an audience. I'm a music lover.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I don't care the artist from which country or which continent or uh, mm, I don't have any the prejudice finally like this our Korean audience every year the change they don't have any the prejudice about the music genre about countries or yeah the race yeah
That is so good. So yes, basically, the Korean audience is very open-minded, as you
yeah
previously said, And well, hopefully, us Costa Rican artists can take some of that beauty that all the Korean audience think of when they think of Costa Rica. Hopefully, some of us can take all of that to Korea and give them a very, very good experience. I'm just gonna translate a little for our audience and to wrap up the interview. Thank you. Bueno, básicamente lo que nos estaba comentando es que él quería darnos un consejo a nosotros artistas emergentes, que no solamente tenemos que fijarnos en sí, o en estos grandes festivales, Glastonbury, etcétera, sino que también deberíamos aplicar a otro tipo de festivales también que están pasando en todo el mundo, porque realmente nos da muchísima experiencia. También hacemos conexiones muy interesantes, como la conexión que estamos teniendo ahorita a través del Festival URA, y que de verdad debíamos aplicar a varios festivales en todo el mundo. Y yo también le estuve preguntando un poquitito más acerca de la audiencia en sí del festival de la Semana de la Música que él coordina justamente. Sin embargo, nos estaba comentando en general, de nuevo, que la audiencia coreana es de mente abierta justamente y que Corea es, por ejemplo, ha sido una nación que ha tenido muchísima evolución en muy corto tiempo, 20 años, en fin, la dinámica ha cambiado y que justamente también ha cambiado el pensar de las personas, ¿verdad? Que antes pues tenían tal vez algunos prejuicios sobre, ¿verdad? Que si eran de Latinoamérica, de Costa Rica, teníamos que tocar música salsa, música tropical, sino que ya las personas que son así, la audiencia sí es muy, muy, muy pequeña y que en realidad, bueno, tienen un muy buen concepto de Costa Rica y creen que es un país hermoso y llegan muy buenas noticias hasta allá sobre Costa Rica. Well, thank you very much for being here.
Really, really did a good job translation, and also, yeah. I just understood the before your speaking is 20 años. Yeah, like the 20 años is the popular song in Korea also. By the Buena Vista. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good, all right. So, good, yeah.
I hope and from next year the Costa Rican artists they can play my Seoul Music Week and also the Our Sister Festival and venue. I hope, yeah.
Well, we hope the same. Thank you, Jung Hong Lee. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for collaborating with us, and see you soon then. Bye. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.